Hey everybody, welcome to Wager Talk TV. I'm Tony Mejia from Sports Memo, and happy Mother's Day weekend to all. We're going to try to make you all some money with the Saturday night showdown between the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm going to go ahead and give you a pick, and we're going to talk some player props, some odds, some series prices. Once again, I am on a 60% run on 4% unit plays or higher since returning to Sports Memo. You can get a 3-day, 7-day, monthly pass, annual pass, weekly pass. So explore your options there, invest, and hopefully we'll make some money. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. We're going to bring the heat with some free analysis in NBA, MLB, football when it rolls around, the Olympics, some soccer. But it's like with Tinkerbell or a genie, you've got to believe, get those wishes granted. And to believe, you've got to like and subscribe. That's the key. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and you'll never miss a free play. Once again, this information completely free, and you do with it what you will. And for Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, it's been a complete reversal to what we saw in Game 1, where the Celtics did what we expected them to, winning 120-95. They got the best home court advantage in the entire NBA. They had the best record. The Cavaliers came in banged up. No Jared Allen due to a rib injury. And so they took care of business. Derek White hit 7 threes, and the world did not spin off its axis. But in Game 2, we saw the unexpected. The Cavs came out and withstood the first punch from Boston and then battled back and dominated the second half, just completely crushing Boston, which went from shooting 18 for 46 from three-point range in Game 1 to 8 for 35 in Game 2. And that was basically the difference, although Cleveland out-rebounded Boston 44-31 in Game 1 after suffering a 55-38 disadvantage on the boards in Game 2. So there shouldn't be a correlation between not shooting the ball well and still taking care of the details in terms of rebounding and defending. But for Boston, apparently that goes hand in hand, and that's really disappointing for a team that everybody expects will be your Eastern Conference Finals representative. The Celtics were a minus 450 before Game 2 to get out of the East. They were even money to win the NBA Finals because their path is much easier to navigate than anybody coming out of the West. But now that's changed a little bit. What hasn't changed much is that everybody still expects Cleveland to go down in this series, and we'll see what happens in Game 3. But from a series price standpoint, Boston is at minus 1,200 to win this series, while Cleveland is at plus 750. So if you think the Cavaliers can win Game 3, now's the time to get in on that. You can make almost 8 times your investment. And I'll tell you what, we're going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers plus the 8 points in Game 3. And you might want to get in on that as soon as you see this video, because the line should shift if Jared Allen does come back from his rib injury. And the odds are that he will. He was close in Game 2. He's been out since the middle of the Orlando Magic series. They were able to escape that series without him. And we're also going to get Dean Wade back potentially from a knee issue that has kept him out the entire postseason. And the last time that the Boston Celtics came in to Cleveland, they caught a 105-104 loss in one of the wilder games you'll ever see. They led 87-71 after 3. Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing, so it was, again, expected that they would dominate that game. They were double-digit favorites going for the cover, but they not only lost the cover, they didn't win despite being up 93-71 with 9 minutes to go, and it was because that aforementioned reserve forward, Dean Wade, went 7 for 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. He had all 5 of his three-pointers. It was like watching a video game go off. Wade will be back to bolster a bench that badly needs. Karis LeVert did a really nice job in Game 2 of making sure that the Cavs had some life when Donovan Mitchell went and rested. He had 21 points in that upset victory after scoring just 5 in Game 1. So he'll be key. It'll be important for Evan Mobley to continue to play well. He's had double-doubles in both games, and Donovan Mitchell credited him for really standing up to the Celtics inside and making himself a presence, both rebounding and blocking shots. But a bonus from him, since his offensive work is hit or miss, is that he was a factor inside in the post And so the Cavaliers, they'll need to win a perfect game. Look, they're the underdog in this series for a reason. But without Kristaps Porzingis, Boston is vulnerable. With Jared Allen coming back, they can really take care of the boards and take advantage of the fact that a 7-foot shot blocker that's one of the top 5 rim protectors in the NBA isn't there, and become a factor in the series, especially with a home court advantage behind them. Cavs went 26-15 at home in the regular season. Now, the Celtics were one of the better road teams, number 2 in the NBA with 27 wins. And since the Pelicans didn't beat Oklahoma City at the Paycom Center in their first round series, Boston actually has more road wins than any other team in the NBA this season after winning a couple in Miami. But they still have to prove that they can get the job done against a team that's at full strength. And if Jared Allen and Dean Wade are indeed in the mix, they'll be at full strength, where the Celtics will be missing Kristaps Porzingis. So a ton of guys have to step up for Boston. Derek White disappeared in game 2. Drew Holiday shot the ball poorly. Really about the only player that's played well in both games for Boston has been Peyton Pritchard off the bench. So the Cavs, they've got a small window. You're giving me 8 points at home with really a raucous atmosphere behind you and some momentum after a steal in game 2. I'm going to go ahead and take it. So that's our play. Cleveland Cavaliers plus 8 points at home on Saturday night against the Boston Celtics. Again, believe in Tinkerbell. Believe in Wager Talk TV. Like and subscribe. You'll be getting all these free videos for the rest of time if you do that and help us increase our popularity. For Wager Talk TV, I'm Tony Mejia, wishing you a happy Mother's Day weekend.